Good morning, friends. It's Sally. It's Monday, and God, I look really strange today. It's funny. I wear this scarf to stay warm. I don't know, guys. I really think I need that plastic surgery. Anyway, it's Monday, and my husband's off today. He's going to get the car fixed. I'm going to go pick him up in a minute. But I just wanted to make a quick video to say that I don't know if anybody out there is in my age group, has been married as long or close to as long as I have, but things have gotten really strained around my house, and I just can't seem to get my finger quite on anything in particular. I try to get my husband, who's like Silent Sam, to figure out what it is that's bothering him, that's making him snippy, and because he's just Mr. Easygoing. He always has been, but it seems like whatever I do after 30 years of marriage now irritates him. When if he wanted to rein me in, he should have started to retrain me like 25 years ago. And it's a little late for me to figure out how to really change my sense of who I am, which is basically I shoot from the hip. Don't mean to be mean to my own immediate family, but I do tend to just say what I think, or I need to say how I feel, or I'm repressed, and I don't do well with repression. I was repressed a lot in my childhood, so I don't like to be repressed anymore. Put on my hat. So here's the thing. I this morning, it's when I can feel open towards him, and then he will snip at me, and then I shut down, and then when he turns around and wants to be sweet to me, then I'm shut down and I don't want to respond. I'm assuming everybody has these same issues. I'm looking for some great counsel. The other thing is, this morning he woke up and decided what he would tell me was what was bothering him was that he didn't get enough regular food anymore. Back to the weight loss surgery. Yeah, I said, "Well, you tell me what it is I'm not cooking, and I will cook it for you." Because basically, I cook a pot of lentils for me, and they're there. And I cook the veggies up. I cook a lot of veg up, and it's in the fridge. And so all I have to do is basically cook a meat for him of some kind, whatever kind he wants, however he wants it, and then throw vegetables on the plate. And I guess he's sick of the peculiar vegetables. He wants plain old mom 1960s vegetable versions of everything again, I think, to feel more familiar. And that's his right. I was thinking the other day I hadn't cooked green beans in about 1,000 years. And he would like that. So today I got out my calendar and I started to write down what nights of the week I would cook very specific things for him. I don't mind cooking for him, especially if I don't have to cook something different for myself at the same time. I can either eat what I've made for him or a version of it, or eat a bowl of lentils because they're always there waiting for me so patiently, my ever faithful lentils in the refrigerator. Um, which reminds me, I made the go-to food video for Proof What Lace Surgery Works. If you want to know what the kind of food I eat, that's what I eat every day, folks. That kind of stuff is on that list, and a few more things. But So I'm trying to do that. I know it's difficult to bring your family along your journey, and here I've been on this journey for a long time now, and there are things I can't have around me still that I'd rather not have in the house that I don't want to be my downfall, but I guess I need to let go, and I also need to let go and let him have his own journey, and that's difficult because quite honestly, I went into this to lose weight, to be thin, to be pretty, to be attractive, to be wanted. Okay, whatever. He wanted me regardless. That's not even, but those are the things in my head from my childhood. Those are the things that I was going for. Just to be the normal one. And then at this age, again, I have to say it, physical attractiveness is a passing thing. So, I mean, the body's okay, the face is falling, but we don't need to talk about that today. It's okay. I have to learn to be happy to be 54 and just move on. Um, but it isn't like it matters. And when you're playing to an audience of one who will applaud whether you're 250 pounds and your face is hanging to the floor, or you're 130 pounds and you're trying to do the best with what you got, it's all the same to that person in the audience who's clapping the same, regardless of whether you're standing on your head and spinning plates or just standing there. But I'm very grateful to have had a husband like that for 30 years. So I guess I'm just still needy. I'm still that needy person I was out of the birth canal of my mother, which is why I had so many issues and why I ate and why everything that was wrong with me basically was just the way I was born, and also just family dynamics. Everybody's family's got the same some kind of dynamic. My poor children have terrible dynamics for me too. But anyway, um, so that's that, dealing with family and wanting to make them happy and feed them the way they want to be fed and loved. And so I'm making a real effort for that today. I've got the calendar out. The meatloaf's down. The beef pot roast is down. The barbecue is down. Everything's on the list. I'll make sure I get it, and I'll get it all done. I was wondering if anybody else has to deal with the same kind of thing. I'm particularly interested in what you do. When you've got a small family, you're not really feeding a lot of other people, and it's just basically one other person, or, two or three. Um, so there's that. He also says it's because I fall asleep every night. He doesn't like that I go to sleep so early. Well, I can't help it. If my body wants to fall asleep at 7:30 or 8 o'clock because whatever's on the TV is so boring, I can't stay engaged. And then I'm up at 5 or 5:30 making breakfast and lunch and then living my day. I can't help it. I'm a person who needs 9 to 10 hours of sleep. I just do. I always have. When he's not here, oddly, I can stay up later. I think it's a little anxiousness about being the only one in the house, and so I'm, well, not the only one, my daughter's here, but so I'm awake. But when he's here, it's like my body can just go, you can relax, you don't have to worry. Um, so that seems to be an issue. But I don't know. What can I say? 30 years of marriage is 30 years of marriage. I would just like it to be refreshed. Which leads me to today. He's off today. He's going to get the car fixed. I'm going to go get a shower and get dressed and go meet him, and we're going to do some stuff together today. Hopefully, it will be fun because I said I would like it if you took me out sometime. I would like it if we could do this. So, I think we're going to take a walk in the woods, and that would be really, really happy for me to do that. Um, the other thing is my move. This is about pulling up my big girl panties and realizing there's other people and other things in the world that are more important, and you have to let go of some things. And as much as I think it sounds exciting to go live abroad, there's some anxiety about leaving my home, my own little nest that I have feathered and created my environment that I'm comfortable on. This is the stage on which I act every day, and it's my stage, and I'm comfortable with it. The problem is that I had my heart set on the whole English fantasy, living in the little English village. Even then, it was going to be a neighborhood where there were a lot of Americans, and it's houses that were rented, for the base housing off base. And I've just found out after having my heart set on the whole, the little English street with the trees and the brick houses and the little sunroom off the back and the whole thing, um, that he might have to live on base after all. And this is not a very big base, and I don't think it's a very aesthetically beautiful base. I think it's pretty much is what it is. And and we might have to live there, which means no sunroom. Um, means different. It means very different. It's a very different mindset for me, a very different aesthetic. It's a very different environment to live. I don't know that it's going to be a place great for walking. I mean, I really, really want to live in this other house. And it's still a possibility, but the guy who's in charge of him now wants everybody that's in charge of something, whatever it is, the key people to be living on base in case disaster strikes. I said, like, what, a snowstorm? You can't get on base to whatever little, I mean, he's not doing anything that's timely crucial. I mean, I guess if everybody got snowed in, but that doesn't happen very often. So I was bitterly disappointed, and I don't do well with bitter disappointment. I bitch and I moan and I wail and I complain, and I until it's out of my system, and I know I have to stop and readjust my perspective and suck it up and be a good, big girl and pull up my panties and be a grown up. And that's what I'm trying to do today. So, anybody has any advice, any words of wisdom, any enlightened thought, just feel free to share it with me. I will be all right. My poor husband. Everybody there thinks I'm out there on YouTube land and Facebook. People think I'm such a great person, but my family does not think I'm such a great person. So that's probably the real truth is somewhere in between the two perspectives. All right, I got to go. Got to get a shower. Got to get dressed. See you guys later. Bye.